They say if you want to learn something, teach it
so
to
the
others.
first thing I'm going to focus on is OpenShot Video Editor, probably. That's the main tool that I'm using to put together videos. And then maybe we'll look. So I'm looking at learning OpenShot, which is this program here. So let's see, if I go to Help, Contents, it takes me online to the OpenShot User Guide. OpenShot Video Editor is an award-winning open source video editor available on Linux, Mac, and Windows. OpenShot can create stunning videos, films, and animations with an easy-to-use interface and rich set of features. Learning to use OpenShot is easy, and with this guide you will be a master in no time at all. Introduction. See, features, gives a screenshot. System requirements: 64-bit operating system, Linux, OS X, Windows 7, 8, 10, multi-core processor with 64-bit support, 4 GB of RAM, 16 GB recommended, 500 MB of hard disk space for installation, optional solid-state drive, SSD, if utilizing disk caching, and an additional 10 GB. So the more RAM you use, the better off you are. License. OpenShot Video Editor is free software. You can redistribute it and/or modify it under the terms of the GNU General Public License as published by the Free Software Foundation, either version 3 of the license or, at your option, any later version. So Linux, it says here depending on which Linux distribution you use. Mac, download the DMG file from the project website. And Windows, download the Windows installer executable from the project website. Quick tutorial. Using OpenShot is very easy, and this tutorial will take you through the basics in under 5 minutes. After this tutorial, you will be able to make a simple photo slideshow with music. Step 1. Import photos and music. Before we can begin making a video, we need to import files into OpenShot. Drag and drop a few images, JPG, PNG, etc., and a music file. Most formats will work, from your desktop to OpenShot. Be sure to drop the files where the arrow in the illustration is pointing to. Okay, well, the first step is to import the files. So here, and I'll just shift. So I click the top one, hit the shift key, click the bottom, click open. And I have a document file that's not valid, and that's fine. I have some notes in there for these videos, and there. Now they're all of my sound and image and video files are imported. Step 2, arrange photos on timeline. Next, drag each photo onto the timeline as seen in the illustration. The timeline represents your final video. So arrange your photos in whatever sequence you want them to appear in your video. If you overlap 2 clips, OpenShot will automatically create a smooth fade between them. displayed by blue rounded rectangles between the clips. Remember, you can rearrange the clips as many times as needed by simply dragging and dropping them. Okay, now we add the stuff down to the timeline. The timeline is the thing at the bottom here. Let's see, this open shot 1. So I'll just stick this down here. So now we can play. So I'm looking at learning. Now I want an introductory title, so I'll put this here. Let's see what it does. Oh. So I'm looking at learning open shot. Okay, so I added the music. So if we put that down here, the open shot user guide. So let's see. So I'm looking at learning open shot. Okay, and so that is a way to add stuff down into the timeline. Step 3. Add music to timeline. To make our photo slideshow more interesting, we need to add some music. You should have imported a music file in step 1. Click on the music file and drag it onto the timeline. If the song is too long, grab the right edge of your music clip and resize it smaller. Step 4. Preview your project. To preview what our video looks and sounds like, click the play button under the preview window. You can also pause, rewind, and fast forward your video project by clicking the corresponding buttons. Now we're going to preview this, so I went arrow back to the beginning and I moved the title before the first clip. And lowered the volume of the music a little bit by pressing this and volume entire clip, and I made it lower. They say if you want to learn something, teach. So the first thing I'm going to focus on is OpenShot Video Editor. And you can preview what you did. You overlap them to get the fading, the transitions, like here. And then maybe we'll look. So I'm looking. And that's how you preview your stuff. You just the arrow back to go to the beginning, the little arrows to move it a little bit, play to play it, arrow for this big arrow to jump to the end. Step 5. Export your video. Once you are happy with your photo slideshow video, the next step is to export your video. This will convert your OpenShot project into a single video file, which will work on most media players, such as VLC, or websites, such as YouTube, Vimeo, etc. Click on the Export Video icon at the top of the screen, or use the File Export Video menu. Choose from one of the many preset export options and click the Export Video button. You should now have a basic understanding of how OpenShot works: importing, arranging, previewing, and exporting. Hopefully this tutorial took less than 5 minutes for you to complete. Please read the rest of this guide for a more detailed understanding of OpenShot and its advanced features. Enjoy. So to get some royalty-free music, I went to bensound.com. Royalty-free music by Bensound. And I downloaded, you can play the music. If you want to download, click download. And you can get the MP3 at this link. And I believe I downloaded this. So, and I, click download here. So that's how I got my royalty-free music. Before we end the video, you'll need to go up to this red dot, click export, then give it a name. Browse your folders for where you want it to go to, and it'll be all formats, and then you'll export the video, and it will take a few minutes to do, and then you'll have a video. Thank you very much.